When it comes to organic posting, when I say that, I mean it's free, and posting, replace that with publishing. Replace that with anything that you want. Getting a message out there for free is effectively what I'm talking about. So getting your message out there on social media, getting your message out there on YouTube, getting your message out there on blogs, getting your message out there, period, point blank, leveraging a platform, whichever one you want. Again, I mentioned a few already, but if you're the Instagram person, great. If you're the TikTok person, fantastic. If you're the Facebook person, great. We're talking about organic posting. So free exposure, if you want to think about it that way. So first, as we get going, understanding that we have a phenomenal opportunity in front of us to leverage somebody else's technology. We didn't have to create Facebook. We didn't have to create YouTube and do the marketing, do everything that was required to have 2 billion active users on the platform a month, right? So we didn't have to go through that struggle. So not only did we not have to create the platform, and we also didn't have to invite people to the party, right? So we didn't have to bring these people on the platform. So now we have the opportunity for absolutely free, to post our message in front of a ton of people, in front of millions of people if we do it right, thousands of people being realistic. So whether you have an internal curated sphere, this is your friends list, this is your followers, this is basically everyone that is in your immediate sphere that you consider connections, or you're leveraging the platform in its full glory of reaching new customers, reaching new clients. Is this making sense so far? I'm going to get very tactical, but first I want to get through the barrier that we have, and we need to recognize the power that we have, because I've spoken to a lot of, actually here on the Zoom and outside of the Zoom in the business that I'm in, and oftentimes is I'm trying to get into social media. I don't do social media. Yes, I'm on Facebook, but I rarely post. We have a huge opportunity that's passing us by that we need to capture. So if you're not a place in your business that you want to be, and I would venture to guess that many of us are not there, and that's okay. That's why we're here. We need to start capturing this free attention that's out there for us to take. And again, I'm going to get very tactical. More importantly, I want you to just recognize that the opportunity is there. So then once we recognize that it's there, we need to start taking action on it. All right, so let me know if this is making sense so far. We're going to get very tactical here very soon. So there's two components that I consider to organic reach, organic marketing, organic posting, organic publishing, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's free attention. There's the active prospecting for now business. So you're leveraging the platform. Let me turn this off because apparently my DMs are going off. There's the organic business, right? You have the now business. So the now prospecting business. There's some posts that I'm going to share with you. There's some things that you can do right now to generate now business. But then there's also the other category that you can leverage for later business. So that is a more of long-term attraction business. So later business is something that I consider you knock over that first domino, and then the next domino starts taking over. You don't need to go and knock down every single domino. As long as you take care of that first domino, the rest is taken care of itself. So basically there's the active prospecting and then the later attraction. That's what I want to get across today. So then we start building on that framework. So to go down a little bit granular. So the active prospecting, this is you making posts actively. This is you actively publishing videos. This is you actively, and I'm talking about social media right now. Sorry, I should have clarified that. This is you actively getting into people's DMs. This is you actively and very purposefully going out and getting business. So I'll give you an example. We'll call this the Instagram hashtag. I want to get very tactical. So hopefully if this is resonating, let me know in the comment section. So one thing that you can do this on LinkedIn as well. You can do this on Facebook, but let's stick with Instagram because that's the platform that made hashtags popular. What you can do is you can look up hashtags of professions that generally have money. I'm generalizing a lot. You can really make it your own if you want, but here's the example. If you work in Texas as an example, you can put Texas doctors, type that hashtag in your search, and what's going to show up? Texas doctors, right? And I'm not going to call that individual out by name because it would be very obvious, but there's actually someone here that I know that I purposefully connected with in that way, but I put Texas realtor, and it wasn't Texas, just so you know, it wasn't the state there. But these are people, this is an active way for you to go out there and make these meaningful connections. Does that make sense? Has anybody ever used that before? Let me know in the chat. Same way that you can do this on LinkedIn. So here's what it can look like. You can do the Instagram thing, although I don't really like the search feature there for hashtags, but you can do the same thing on LinkedIn and look up doctors within a certain geography where you work, and now you're connected with doctors. Now, again, I'm generalizing. You could put nurses, you can put teachers, you can put firemen. If you have the what's that called, the hero program, you can target whoever you want. But here's the thing, we have to go out there and do it. So this is us actively going and pursuing these individuals, because we don't have to invite everybody to a $5 Starbucks drink to start networking. You have instant access to hundreds and to thousands of people realistically today. So that's the active prospecting. Does that make sense? So hopefully it's making sense. I'm giving you my, hopefully you think this is good, because I'm giving you my best stuff for the mastermind here. So that's the active prospecting. And then there's actually a third category that I'll introduce at the end, but that's the active prospecting, giving you some very tangible, actionable things that if you spend 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes a day, you're going to have a healthy database of people that you can actually network with. Now let's go to the other extreme. Let's talk about the attraction business. So the later attraction business, these strategies are YouTube, these are blogs, these are Pinterest, these are things that you topple over that first domino and the rest takes care of itself. So you publish a YouTube video, and then the YouTube algorithm takes it, people watch it, and then people reach out to you. So just a brand new channel, absolutely brand new channel. Well, I should say it's about 60 days since I started that channel here in my local market. 2 leads came from it just yesterday. And that's, I think I have I don't remember how many videos I have on it. I'll put it up here in a little bit, but that's just from one channel. That's just from one distribution point that I'm leveraging the attraction where people come to me, right? So the more work that you put up front, the more first dominoes that you topple over, the more results that you're going to have. So just giving you basically the later business. So the attraction business is when you leverage a YouTube platform, you leverage a blog platform, you write that blog once, you record that video once, and now the traffic that the YouTube company or YouTube Inc., whatever it's called, the traffic that they've generated, now you're in front of them and they reach out to you. Now, the challenge with that is that takes a little bit longer, right? And bills don't wait, mortgages don't wait. So there's that level of patience that we need to have, and also a level of faith that it's going to work. So that's why I introduced both of these, and I'll kind of shoot the third, give you that third option here. But that's why I give you both extremes. One's pretty active. Once you can instantly do this now, you don't have to have a sphere of influence for this to work. And then the other one is more of a passive one, right? So this is more of a later business. So you have the now business and later business. All right. So we've got a YouTube channel, but not many views. We can talk about that here in a bit. So I'm running out of time. I really went for it today. Running out of time. I want to introduce another way, if you will. It's kind of mirroring the two, really. So how many, let me know in the chat. I want to make sure that you're still awake. How many are you leveraging stories daily? How many of you are posting stories on your Facebook or Instagram daily? I'll give you 2 active/passive strategies that if you use them today, you're going to get noticed, you're going to build your brand, you're going to have people reach out to you. So check that out in the chat. So we have, I will start today. Nope. We got yes. And then sadly, no. That's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to give you a strategy real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Facebook. Start on Facebook, because there you can type in text. So you're going to go, and if you want to follow along, feel free. So you're going to open up Facebook. You're going to go to your stories. So you're going to create a story, and then you're going to hit text. So you're going to hit text. And what you're going to do next is you're going to copy and paste this. How many of my friends are homeowners? And I'll give you some other copies simply because you're here. I appreciate you coming through and hanging out today. So you're going to copy and paste what you see there, and you're going to post it in here, right? Before you actually post, once you copy and paste it, before you actually post, you're going to take a screen grab of that. The reason you're going to do a screen grab of that is because we're going to do the same thing that we're doing on Facebook. We're going to do it on Instagram. But here, so I'm jumping all over the place. Copy and paste that into here. Once you do that, take that screen grab, but you still need to post this story, right? I'm not going to do it right now because I want to get through the material. But once you post it in here, you're going to open up a poll question. So there, you're going to open up a poll, which it's actually doing this real time. I probably should, is a bad mistake. But anyway, once you take the screen grab, you might end up having to do it on Facebook as well. But once you take the screen grab, you have the question, which is important. Then you're going to create a poll, which is basically yes or no. Yes, I'm an owner, or no, I'm an owner. And given the fact that stories take priority, these are the top things on social media platforms today, well, at least on Facebook and Instagram, within 5 hours, 10 hours, right before the 24-hour mark, because these stay up for 24 hours, you need to come back to the platform and see everybody that posted yes, because you're going to need to reach out to them, because now you know who your homeowners are. And the reason, and given that the stories are so prioritized, you get access to their feed a lot faster than anyone else. So a poll on Facebook. Yeah, a poll in Facebook. Can you share your phone on Zoom? It would crash it. I don't think I have that much bandwidth on it. I might make a video on this. If you are interested, I can make a video on this and send it to y'all. But that's one. Let me give you another ad copy to use, or really you can just get creative. What we're looking for is, this one's good. What interest rate do you have? Less than 4% or higher? So who's going to answer that? Well, someone that has you might need to add something to that as I think about it. Because I did on my stories that I posted last week, I put interest rate on your home. But anyway, so just use that as a springboard to identify your homeowners. This is basically all you're doing. So is that hybrid, right? You're doing an active work for now business, identifying those people, but you still have to go and pursue them and actively prospect them. But at the same time, you don't have to be there waiting for somebody to stumble across your stories. So that's one strategy that you can deploy. And then the other strategy, I really ran out of time. I'm sorry. The other strategy that I want to give you, I'm not going to be able to elaborate on this one too much, but if you're not leveraging short form video right now, you're behind. So short form video, it's going to be vertical, takes less than 60 seconds. Most platforms actually have expanded it, but I don't encourage you to expand it. And I don't even encourage you to reach the 60-second limit. Keep it within 45 seconds and you're good to go. So once you create I will show you this just so you kind of, because screen share here, as far as my computer goes, I will share with you my posting schedule so you kind of see how it's executed.
Hamish, pull up your results for your Facebook Reels. I'm just still baffled by
right.
The number of views and people reaching out and all that.
So I can't go into the video. I'll pull that up here in a little bit. I can't go into the entire thing, but what I can share with you here is these are the videos that are going to be posted. And as of today, so Celine, she's here. She helps me with a lot. So thank you, Celine. But she helps me with the daily posting. So here we're going to do 2 posts per day at this point, and they're all short form videos. So she has already come through and uploaded on my social media channel. So she'll just click on that. The video's ready to go. It gets downloaded and uploaded to Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So right now, what Ian was alluding to, I think on Facebook, with less than 60 days of doing this, in the last 30 days, I have 300,000 views. And just in the last 28 days, I don't know. I don't know how to do that filter. Instagram, similar numbers. TikTok, it just started blowing up. I just, a reel that I posted one on, not a reel, a TikTok that I posted 4 days ago just hit 100,000 views. And then on YouTube Shorts, I think there I'm at 50,000 views. But basically, what I'm sharing here is get on short form video, post it on the 4 different platforms that you have access to: Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. Can you put a squeeze page on your active post? You could, but this is actually a strategy that Ian showed me and deployed. You can ask people to text you a certain. Ian, go into that, because I want to just as far as the strategy, you don't have to say what it actually is, but the mechanics of it.
Well, I mean, each platform kind of has its, the things you can and can't do, but, posting a link to a squeeze page, most of them, you can't do that. Obviously, like in your profile, you can have a link, but I just said, hey, if you want more information, text to this number, which is a smart number. And then I have some automation set up to give them the report that I said in the video, like, hey, text this to this number. And then the smart number kicks it back. So I've set up an auto, and it's just people reaching out, kind of raising their hand, like, yeah, I want more information. It was just something that I was like, let me try this. And I've had a few leads come through that way, because not everybody wants to click on the link and all that. If you think about the habit of, I have my finger right here. If you think of the habits on short form video, people are kind of scrolling. Even you guys do this, myself, we do this. And the things you're interested in, you can kind of tap on the name, and then there's a little description that comes up. And mostly what you're seeing is just a little title and a ton of hashtags. And it's kind of a little bit different for each platform, but that's just something that I just started experimenting with, was instead of putting a link in there, just putting text to this number to get people to raise their hand and reach out to you.